Hey guys, welcome back to another Bloodhunt Resonance guide. Today we are going to be covering the Prowler, or in this video I'm going to be covering Prowler and the way that I build my Prowler when I am playing my solo matches. Again, I'm going to be starting here on the archetype select screen so I can show you what perk I use, as well as make recommendations if you haven't leveled Prowler on what other perks you could potentially use. So the one that I use, and honestly the one that you're going to want to use for both of the Nosferatu classes, so Saboteur and Prowler, is the athlete perk. And what that does is it allows you to climb up buildings much faster than usual. And with that out of the way, we can go ahead and queue up here. Now really quick here, I'm gonna go over the drip I got on my Prowler real quick. The outfit, the main outfit part is, you can change that up however you like, but I like to go for the little red motif with her. You know what I'm saying? So we got the red on her hands, the red on her hair, the red eyes, because we are going to be spamming people with our bats, and we are going to be seeing a lot of red throughout the match. And I mean a lot. So, looking forward to it. Some hairstyles when you use the red are darker than others, so keep that in mind. Play around with it a little bit if you're going for that red motif as well on your Prowler. You know what I'm saying? You can get this tattoo that gives you the little blood on your hands in the shop right now, under the tattoo and makeup section. A little suggestion for you really quick here if you want to make your Prowler look similar to mine. And here we go. So now, again, I usually land by a sword store or the antique shop, and the reason I do that is because I always, to be honest, every match I play I try to use a katana, just because I'm gonna explain it. It's easier to show than it is to tell. So really quick, let's find out what the cooldown is really quick for these abilities. So by default, it is a 24-second cooldown for your Q ability, which again, that does mean that when you have triple resonances, you are going to be able to you're going to be able to use the ability basically every 10 seconds because it's a 2-second duration on the ability. And the bats have an 18-second cooldown, which if you end up getting triple resonance for the blue or phlegmatic, you are going to be able to throw your bats at people every 9 seconds. So let's go ahead and get these resonances. Also, side note, something I highly recommend if you're trying to get your resonances early, which you should be, you want to be landing at some of the busier areas on the map where there's a lot of civilians. So train station's good. The area by terrace is good right here. There's a lot of resonances over here. And then my other personal favorite is the park area. Also has a ton of resonances over there as well. So we have the triple melancholic resonance here, which again allows me to go super quick and use that ability basically every 10 seconds, which you will see why that is important here in just a moment. So Saboteur and Prowler are honestly some of the fastest as far as like horizontal movement goes, and honestly some of the vertical movement as well. Some of the fastest archetypes in the game. So check me out. Just an example, you can go up the building here pretty quick. You see I got athlete making me climb up the building really fast as is already. If you combine that with the ability as well, you can just fly up the buildings really quick. Kind of insane, really. So that's the purpose of us getting the triple melancholic. It's important as well because when you start out playing Saboteur and Prowler, when you start the match, the way I would describe them is they're archetypes that struggle a bit in the beginning of the match But if you get all your resonances, late game, they're basically, I mean, it's basically just busted. You basically break the game. Especially on Prowler. So I'm gonna get my resonance slots by deobbing some bots here. And again, you'll be able to just try to keep an eye on how fast I'm moving while I'm running around doing this. I'm not gonna put too much concentration on moving. I'm just gonna take advantage of the abilities that I have right now with these resonances. Alright, so now that we got 3 more resonance slots, which didn't take very long at all, what we are going to do is we are going to get our bats here. If I can find some blue. Here we go. There's one. That's 2. And let's go ahead and look for the 3rd one here. So if you're somebody who is not very confident in your ability to stay alive, or you get shot a lot, you may want to consider, instead of going for blue immediately after getting the triple melancholic or the purple, you may want to consider going for the sanguine instead. It makes it a little harder for you to pop off, it makes it take a little longer, but just a side note. But now that we have triple melancholic, I'm sorry, now that we have triple phlegmatic, or the blue one, we get our bats back every 10 seconds, or every 9 seconds, excuse me. So now that we got those, I'm just gonna play the match and let y'all see how it goes, man. Also, what I recommend highly is when you play Prowler is to use a shotgun. If you're able to find one, preferably the pump. Because with it, you can effectively jiggle peek everybody. And just like pop out and shoot them. If I end up finding a shotgun, I'll show that. Alright, that one works. We'll use the pump for now. Or the double barrel, I mean. But as you can see, I'm never going into a fight blind. I can see everybody. I already have my bats back. It's basically, you get to a point where you can kill somebody, like throw your bats at somebody, go over, kill them, throw your bats at the next person, go over, kill them, and just chain kills together. And if you combine that with your ability to go super fast, you can basically just run from fight to fight. Actually, let me use this guy to get my health back. Meleeing, this is why we melee. Didn't mean to throw the bat right there, but it's okay. You can reload your gun while you're using your Q ability, by the way. But you have to understand, when I say Prowler is some of this is... when you get triple phlegmatic and melancholic, just playing this archetype is a blast. A lot of fun. You see that? By the time I kill that guy, I basically already have my bats back. And what I like to do when I play this archetype is I like jump off walls and stuff when I'm fighting players. Killed everybody in that area. Thing like this, jump off the wall on him. I see you. Need to use him to get my health back real quick. I should probably do a guide on melee too, but I'll do that at a later time. Oops. Lagging a little bit, bouncing off the walls. I'm surprised I have a laggy server, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure it's just me and a bunch of bots in here, but all good. But yeah, you know, when you combine your ability to go invisible all the time with your ability to climb walls already really fast because you have athlete, it just makes it so you basically can kill everybody and they can't keep up with you if you know what you're doing. Now that I've decimated the population of bots in Prague, something I want to showcase here to reaffirm the importance or the effectiveness of the katana is I want to go over the fact that first let's go over how long you can deflect for. So you can deflect for roughly like 3 seconds, right? Let me kill this guy really quick. Alright, so you can deflect for about 3 seconds. Now, if you're in the middle of a fight with somebody, you use this. You're dodging them, whatever. They start shooting you. Deflect. I'm just running down the timer right now on my cooldown. So now I got 4 seconds left. Use athlete, climb up here. Now you got your ability back. Again, deflect. You can deflect for the entire time. One thing I want to highlight really quick about Prowler as well is that when you get somebody weak, you will see this red trail behind them. Basically, that's the passive for Prowler that allows you to see where weakened opponents go if they decide to run from you. That was a very nice shot by that bot. I'll try to show you what that looks like here. So see, you just follow the trail and it'll lead you all the way to where they're at. It has pretty good range on it. You see the bot's still running and the trail's still there. But yeah, it makes it very hard to escape the Prowler. If you want somebody dead, basically, Prowler is a very effective archetype for getting that done. Like I said, it'll track them for a very, very far distance. Combining that with everything else, I mean, this archetype's insane. So that's why I highly recommend the first thing you want to do is get your movement ability so that you can protect yourself and, you know, escape fights early on. And then from there, you know, get the blue so you can spam bots and start killing everybody. Or, obviously, like I said before, if you're someone who has a bit of a hard time staying alive, then you can go for Sanguine and then go for blue afterwards. There's the final guy right there. See that? I got infinite eyes on this guy. He literally can't escape me. How fitting that we get a Prowler bot as well. The range on the bats is pretty large, by the way, as you can see. Go ahead and get him out. But there you go. There you have it. That is my recommendations for resonances you may want to get when you are playing Prowler. Again, very fun archetype. If you get all the resonances, to be honest, most of the archetypes are like that. If you take the time to get the resonances and invest that time into preparation, it is very rewarding. So, there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you around in Prague.